The game of football continues to rise and grow throughout the country and is slowly even growing a global audience. With more and more people interested in the fun, we'll also need more and more places to play the game. And football stadiums are a great place that gets you in the perfect mindset to enjoy a game and get hyped as a fan. And overall, a good stadium really brings that energy and the best out of everyone involved. Nothing beats going to a sports arena or coliseum and watching a game. Every single North American sport has arenas filled to the brim with food stalls and flashing lights and crazy giant signs so that everyone knows everything that's going on even if you're sitting miles away. While basketball courts and baseball fields also have great stadiums, nothing can still quite beat the electric energy of a football arena. D1 football is home to some insane arenas. These stadiums are just amazing everywhere you look, fully packed with lights that would make Vegas look like a blackout site. And of course, enough seats to let the entire state watch football live. These college football stadiums are giant, wild, and have a vibe about them that makes even people who have no idea how the game's played get absolutely hyped. NFL teams are obviously the gold standard for a good stadium. The pros obviously have good stadiums, but the fact that college stadiums are so close to campuses and student dorms and are usually super walkable gives them the edge over a lot of NFL stadiums, even if they aren't as big. This is of course insane to think about. It's like saying buses are tiny because you're comparing buses to cruise ships, meaning both would be giant and massive in their own right. But when compared to each other, there are some key differences. Not to mention as well, college football has tons of iconic stadiums. We have some like the incredibly massive Ohio Stadium, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. This place is historic and is one of the quintessential college stadiums in the entirety of D1 football. There's a reason this place is highly regarded as one of the best in the history of college sports. Another insane college football stadium is the Tiger Stadium, the stomping ground and territory of the Louisiana State University Tigers. The LSU Tigers are a staple in all of D1 sports, and seeing them take the field evokes that primal energy the team exudes every single time they step out. Besides all these classic stadiums, however, new ones are being built all the time. The University of Alabama Blazers, not to be confused with Alabama Crimson Tide, just a year ago got a brand new stadium, reporting it could easily fit over 47,000 people with ease. Another university that got a stadium even more recently is San Diego State University, which spent a whopping $310 million to get a new stadium up last year. All of that was spent on a state-of-the-art facility that can apparently fit around 35,000 people. We see new stadiums like this once every few years. A new arena is simply a good investment for any school's college program. A really nice stadium can sit more people, entice more people to actually watch the games live, and also gets more people wanting to rent space in the stadium to sell stuff. Another big reason that these schools pay really big bucks to get really nice stadiums built is how enticing a stadium can be for prospects wanting to play there. While a prospect probably won't turn down a school purely because of its stadium, it's going to be a factor in some decisions for these prospects. This also goes for some coaches and college boosters who have stipulations in contracts and donations in exchange for bigger and better stadiums. It's a win-win for both parties, since coaches and these boosters want better facilities for their players as well. But now you may be thinking, what are the choices for schools with historic stadiums that want to get the same facilities and look just as nice as the newer stadiums? Well, that's why a bunch of these big teams are starting to also renovate their stadiums. Renovations allow these older and classic stadiums to have new life bred into them. It's also way cheaper to make a whole new stadium from scratch. It's the option a lot of these schools are taking, although renovations do end up taking a lot more time, as they can only work on them during off-season since they're still using them for games. And as much as I love the idea of playing football in the middle of a construction site, that's not really a viable option for these guys. Now, another big reason we always see new stadiums being made and renovated is location. A lot of these arenas can be pretty far away from campuses, and generally far away from the location of the school's main campus, which can be really difficult for fans, especially fans from the same college as the team. There's always some kind of renovation being done at these arenas every off-season to make sure everything is in top-tier shape. But now you may be wondering what exactly are the type of renovations they're doing at these stadiums. Well, first off, more seats are always being added to the stadiums. Whether it's general admission for a majority of die-hard fans of your specific team, or maybe more luxury seating in high-up suites for the rich sports dudes, celebrities, and other sports stars who want to chill in luxury while watching the game. This is actually the plan of a big school like Penn State, with them currently trying to get more capacity, increasing what they already have to over 100,000, which is a crazy amount of seats. These teams with expanding fan bases really need these constant updates for capacity and facilities, such as the aforementioned Penn State and Miami Hurricanes. We're also starting to see programs with big football and basketball stadiums like USF and Kansas make giant stadiums with all these arenas and facilities all built around each other in one big complex. Another school investing in renovating more of their stadiums is Louisiana. Louisiana is in the Ragin' Cajuns, not the famous LSU Tigers. They started overhauling their team's facilities, adding more club rooms and levels, more seating, and of course, new lighting and sound systems. This is a common upgrade teams make within an off-season that is super important for any stadium. Sound systems and lights really bring life to the game and to the crowd. Even with every fan shouting, a football field without any lights or sound systems sound eerily quiet. And those are some of the campuses that you should be on the lookout for this offseason, as they bring with them a whole new arena to play in. While arenas don't suddenly mean you play better, they do have a big effect on the game and its landscape. So it's always worth looking into all these big details as they happen, because these are signs of progress and evolution in the college football game.